We are going to create some stairs that go from the ground floor up to the gallery level so people can access the terrace. Go to 2D view. Let's select stairs from the toolbox and settings. Inside stairs we can see that there's some prototypes or predefined types of stairs that we can modify. But what we're going to do is to create some unique stairs by using the stair maker. You can create some custom stairs. So let's go in here to create stair. And the stair type that we want is a single winder at the lower end. So select that, okay. Now we're going to customize. First thing we need to do is select the top thread below floor, which is this one. So we want obviously top thread below the floor level. And the second one we want to do is flight settings. We want 2. And with this little lock we can actually lock that. Next we want the how many rises to the upper level. We want 12. Then the total height at the top here is going to be 3 meters. And the next one down, it's going to be 1 meter wide. We can lock the 3 meter in place. The lower length of the stairs is going to be 1360. 1360. And the upper length of the stairs is going to be 4 meters. And we can lock that one in place. Now down to the bottom here we've got our winder offset, and the lower offset will be 100. It's just the space in between, 100 millimeters, and the offset, upper offset 100. So they're both the same. Then let's check the geometry of the stairs to make sure this is all going to work, and the stair is okay. Let's go to the next tab down, which is structure and landing settings. When we open that up, the first one we're going to do is select what type we want. We're going to have a modern look. So select the fourth one along there. And down here we want the finish and the subfloor. So the finish we have on our floor, on the gallery level, this is the upper floor. The slab we placed in is 205 overall. Now the top finish is timber, which is 20 millimeters. Subfloor comes to a total of 185, and the bottom is the same. The ground floor slab is the same, 20 for the top, and the subfloor is 185. Now let's go down to the next one with the tread settings. All we need to change on this is the finish. We don't want timber. We're going to go concrete. Finish on this we want is concrete surface. Select concrete surface and link them all. So we need to change there. Next is the railing settings. Now in here we want to select uniform railing, and to railing settings we want no railing. We're not going to have a rail on this. Press OK. And notice that the name is the name of the stair is Stair 1, and it's being saved into the embedded library for us to access later. Save. I'm just going to take a minute to talk about finding our details for the slab. If we go to the gallery level, you can see our slab here. Let's select the slab, and we want to find out what the properties of the slab were. There it is. Select it and go to Options, Element Attributes, and Composites. And this is where we see what our slab is made up of. The top level here is timber, and that's 20 millimeters thick. The space here is where you'd have a batten. In reality, you'd put a timber batten on the floor and have your flooring on top of the batten. The batten represents 35 millimeters, and the actual concrete, which shows here, the concrete slab is 150. Now overall, we look down the bottom here, it's 205 millimeters. So the top is 20, the other subfloor is 185 millimeters. And you can do the same to check the slab on the ground floor. You need to know that information for when you're putting in your stairs. Okay, let's go in and insert our stairs. We need to be on the ground level. Let's go over to stair and settings. Now we can see in the embedded library, we've got our stair 1 there, and that's selected. Make sure that's selected, and now we're going to set a couple of parameters on our stair 1. That's the anchor point, and we'll be anchoring that point onto the ground, the home story being the ground, current ground level, 0. Let's go into floor plan and section. Just this first one here, it says show on stories. If we just do it on the ground floor, we won't be able to see it on the gallery level. So let's go into this selection and just go into the drop down menu, and we need to select home and 1 story up, which is the gallery level, and that means we can see our stairs on both of those stories. And the layer is stair and ramp. Press OK. Now let's place our stair in position. We can see that we have a lining of plaster on the inside of the wall here, and that is 10 millimeters thick. The stairs are actually going to go through and connect into this plasterboard layer. First thing we need to do is bring a guideline in, and we want to move the guideline 150 millimeters away from the edge of the door jamb. So let's grab a guideline here, in place there, and grab that guideline and move it in 150, enter. That'll be the start anchor point of our stairs. Okay, go into our 2D view. We've got our guideline in, go to stair settings. Now make sure that we've got stair 1 selected, and we need to have 0 and ground story, home story. Everything else is right. We've got our top left insertion point, floor plan the section. Make sure we go in here to the drop down tab, and we've got home plus 1 story up selected, and press OK. That's so it will show on both of those stories. Press OK. Okay, let's zoom in. We need to first place the stairs on the outside wall, and then we'll move them in. So just there, click. There's our stairs in place, and let's move them in by selecting the stair. Come in closer. Now just hold down on one of the nodes so the ped palette comes up. Make sure we've got drag selected, and just come straight in the depth of the plaster and click. Now that it's in place, just hit escape to get out of that selection. Let's go into 3D and have a look. There it is in place, and there are our stairs in place. Back to 2D. Let's now cut out that slab. Let's go to gallery level. We can see the stairs underneath. Let's zoom in. I'm going to select the slab. So there it is. Make sure the cursor tells you that it's on the slab. Select the slab, and when we just hold the node, pad palette comes up, and we want to select subtract from polygon, polygon being the slab, and let's select up the top here geometry method, and we're going to draw around the slab, and it will automatically cut out. And make sure when you cut it, you go inside the plaster. So let's go from here. And we'll cut around the outside of the, once the pencil goes black, it's selected to the corner. Make sure we're on the inside point. Inside the plaster to there. There we go, now it's cut out. Let's go into the 3D view, hit escape to get out of that function. Let's go to 3D, and we can see that our hole has been cut through the concrete. There it is. Now all we need to do is put some handrails in. So go back to 2D, press save.